Hey, you guys, welcome back to your girl, Sheena Speaks. Hello, Gail. Hello, Miss Justice. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Ugh. Oh, no, I hate to hear that. I want to address a couple things when it comes down to Candace and the situation with Candace. First, I want to welcome everybody that's brand new to my channel. You guys rock. This is I didn't have the hello. I didn't have my intro because I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, and then we're gonna discuss Candace and Ernie in jail. I have heard all about it. Ernie's in jail. So welcome. I see you guys in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my message. I see Gail. I see Be a Lot Cooler if you did. I see the Ant. Wait, Donnet. Miss Speaks. How about that? I'll call you Miss Speaks. And I see Kathleen. I see In the Garden. In the Garden, welcome to my channel. I know, just when I think it can't go crazy. Remember I told you guys I was taking a couple days off, but I just decided to come on out here and discuss with you guys what's going on and fill you guys in a little bit. But let me tell you this first. To my viewers that have asked me to turn on closed captured, I have turned on the closed captured. You can only get closed captured when I'm off a live. So when I'm on live, you can't get the closed capture. So I wanted to share that with a lot of people that's been in my comments. When you see my video, there is a translator box in the description where it can translate the words for you for the people that is watching that can't hear or that is hard of hearing. So I thought I would put that message out at the beginning too, because a lot of people like to watch the beginning of the video. So I know a lot of my subscribers been saying they can't hear the videos or they don't understand the words. Well, I have fixed the problem for you guys. So you can go to the description box while I'm live and it'll translate for you what the words are if you cannot hear that. So hopefully that helps you out in the long run. And welcome everybody to the chat. If I have not said hello to you, hello. You guys, if it ain't one thing, if it ain't one thing, it's another. You cannot make this mess up. These people are crazy. Yes, these people are crazy. I said, I was taking like 2 days off. Hi, Glenda. I was going to take 2 days off. And I said, I can't take no days off. It's never a dull moment. Thank you for addressing the closed capture issue. Yes, Miss, I was waiting for you to come in. Denise M. Dennis M. I was waiting for you to come in to let you guys know the ones that need the closed captured. I can understand living with a disability. So hopefully I fixed the problem for you where you can read the chat when I'm live and you could translate what's going on in the chat. Hey, Blue Sky, Lily S. Hello. Candy, hello. Guys, what do y'all think about what's going on today? Yeah, Ernie's in jail. I said, let me come over here and talk to Broken. Hello, Broken. I was going to wait till a couple of you guys get in for we could discuss it. Hello, Miss Broken. While we're waiting for a couple people to come in, I want to discuss the membership thing because I have a lot of questions about the membership thing. Joining the membership does not mean you have to be dedicated to coming to the membership lives. I just thought I would do the membership lives to have people discuss their traumas and different things on there, like mental health and different things like that. So it wouldn't be a problem with the community of YouTube clowning people. But I do want y'all to know I'm never going to change the membership price because I understand everybody's living in hard times. And actually, the membership is to support the channel. They have a little thing behind your name sticks out. So it's pretty much to support my channel. And that's pretty much it. So you don't have to be dedicated if you don't want to do the membership. If you do the membership, oh, thank you. New member. Thank you, Broken. Thank you. If you do the membership, it's only $2.99. You get a little sticker thing behind your name, and it just goes towards the channel. Thank you for becoming a member. Yay. Yay, my first member. I just know a lot of people. I don't play. I watch. Sorry. Okay. You don't have to. No one has to. No one has to. And you could continue watching. And I do want to explain that to you guys too. By watching our channels, by clicking in, by pushing the like button, you support our channels by that. So if you can't do the membership, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel by coming in and chatting with me. So I think I addressed that pretty good. Can someone drop the membership link? From my understanding, if all you have to do is push the join button under my videos, and it'll have a membership link. And eventually, when we get enough people, I want to do a separate live on certain days where we could discuss different mental health and different trauma and things like that. And if you can't afford it and you want to become a member, I will help you out. I wanted you guys to know that. I don't have the link. It's not a link, it's a join button. It won't let you. You know what? I'm learning all this different stuff too, you guys. I bless your heart. Yeah, I will. If someone can't pay for their membership, I will help them. Just for they won't lose out on the peaks of what we're going to do on our lives. That's why I will help them. She said it's in the description box in the video. I sure will do that. She said I tried. I have an iPhone. I'm not for sure about that, but let's get to the commentary. I appreciate you guys. I really do, but let's get to the commentary. Yes, Ernie is in jail today. So Ernie went to jail. If you see the thumbnail in there, Ernie, I'm going to say this, Candace to Candace. Let me speak to Candace because I got a lot of her lovers that comes over here. She said, I think I heard the link with iPhone is okay. So let me get to this. I can't afford anything right now, but would love to be a member. Okay. This is what I will do. To the ones that can't afford the membership, if you leave a comment under this video, I'll send you my email and I will pay for your membership for like the first couple months for you could be a part of it. And then eventually, hopefully you can pay for it because I don't want to be dedicated for paying for it, but I don't want it to stop. I want the membership to keep coming because I have to separate my lives with the mental health from this part too. So anyway, let me get down and dirty with this. Let me get down and dirty. I wanted to address those couple issues. Candace Bible Thumpers, let me address you guys for a second. Candace Bible Thumpers, y'all might as well give it a rest. I'm not going to fold when it comes down to Candace and keeping a track of Candace. I'm not going to ever fold when it comes down to that. I see a black widow when it comes down to Candace. I see a black widow. Everything she touched turns to dust. If you notice, Don's in jail. She lost several other children before these children. Little Summer Wells is gone. She's considered a black widow in my eyesight with no feelings at all when it comes down to her missing child or her boys. There's so many people in this community that's giving her sympathy. I feel bad for them women that's giving her sympathy because either they're the way she is and they're black widows or they just don't have no heart. I heard somebody say they wanted to invite Candace to come live with them. For what? How's that helping the situation? How's that helping finding Summer? But what I do want you guys to know is be aware, because when black widows is out on the prowl, hi Amanda, hi Grammy. When black widows is out on the prowl, they looking for their next victim. So now she ain't got no Ernie in jail, Benny done dumped her, Don's in jail, missing baby, kids missing. Kids in protective services. Everything you touch, Candace, is going to turn to dust until you go right by God. Y'all sat here, y'all played with God. Y'all sat here, y'all played with them children's lives. And you're not going to have any luck until you come clean. Candace. Because I know you watch my videos. You tried to be slick a little bit and leave a comment. So I'm going to address you, Candace. I'm going to address you. Everything you touch is going to turn to dust. And you're seeing it right in front of your eyes. We're all seeing it in front of our eyes. Where you're losing men, you're losing children. Your baby girl's gone. You probably got rid of her. I'm saying probably because I don't want to get struck allegedly. We don't know. She's a breeder, not a mother. That's right. She is a breeder. She is a walking curse. Let me highlight what you said, Garden. Yes, she is a walking curse. And kept having children. Kept having children. Yes, she left a comment. She left a comment under one of my videos telling me, how can I judge her? I don't know her. And I responded to her and let her know, I only report what I see, Candace. She don't miss a beat when it comes down to YouTube. So she's in my comment section and all her little Bible thumpers until they get out of control, and I block them because I don't want them in there. But all her little Bible thumpers is telling me I should be ashamed of myself. I should, bash in a mother of a missing child that is a victim. And I'm going to stand by my word. That woman's not a victim. That woman is manipulating everybody besides the ones that's using their minds, besides the ones that ain't dealing with the crap that she's selling. That's what you call a black widow, a narcissist. They get you in their web of lies, and you get tangled in their web of lies. That's what this story is. Summer is the only victim. You damn right. That's what this story is about. It's like a black web you get in, and you don't know nowhere to go. We don't know her. We all see more than enjoy. Exactly. Hello, Dipped. So when I tell you guys I'm fighting different demons in the comments, she has a really big support system. I don't knock anybody that's supporting that woman, but you got to be out of your damn mind, because that woman and her husband brought all that information to YouTube. We wouldn't be talking about them on YouTube if they didn't bring it to YouTube. There's so many other cases going on, but these people decided to bring it to YouTube. They decided to go on and get a bunch of channels. I don't know if you guys know, but Candace got a whole nother channel now, putting up cash apps with the whole other channel. And I thought about this. I said, what the hell is they cash apping her for? It's no kids. What? I mean, what are they? I don't know. They're feeding the addiction. That's what they're doing. They're enabling her for even trying to do better. So when people come in my comment sections and they want to ask me, how do I know she can't get better and get her children back? The woman don't want to get better. It's 9 months. She ain't cleaned up. She don't want to get better. And it's going to be women like me in my chat room that's going to bring knowledge to this situation. Them children, it was neglected. She should never get those boys back. Yeah, she makes me sick. Sorry, but it was strange to me. Her hobby goes to jail and her friend gets jealous, should be connected. Think about this, you guys. Hubby go to jail. Next thing you know, she's all on Benny's channel. Okay, she didn't get what she needed out of Benny. Went to Ernie's channel. Played him like a fiddle. Hello, 4K 33P. Played him like a fiddle, right? Now Ernie in jail. I'm thinking, who is the next victim? Who is she going to feed off next? And I'm going to be honest with you. I really wish a lot of YouTubers would keep her ass off of their channels because it's not helping finding Summer. It's not helping finding Summer. She's not going to let them go on her property. Hey, Sherry. It makes me wonder who these people are that's supporting You know what? I want to highlight what you just said. Hey, Shinna, some of these people don't care if little Summer. Yes, you're right about that. I agree. Hello, Eddie. Share reached 2 down and more to go. Yeah, so she done with Benny. He gone. Ernie in jail. I didn't even know Ernie had a woman until I watched the thing today and the woman was on his page. But the thing is, she playing everybody and they letting her play her. All her wish list crap is for her, not for the boys. None of that stuff is for them kids on that wish list. And you know what? I want y'all to know that woman is suffering. She's suffering real good. You know why she's suffering and why I say I don't like to wish suffering on nobody. But when I say suffering, she's suffering. When you got a dark cloud or a curse that's been following you, probably for generations, from Candace and everything. Who's to say how many men Candace lost in her life? It's making me, she's not looking for no baby. No, she's not looking for no baby, sweetheart. We didn't realize she ain't looking for no baby. She been stopped looking for her baby girl. It's all about finding a man and getting attention. If you notice, people with mental health, they seek attention. They want people to love on them. They want people to care for them. Like the attention feeds their mental illness. And these people's going right along with it. I don't understand why they think it's going to help Summer. It's enabling Candace from being a mother and stepping up and telling us where that baby girl is. It's enabling her, y'all. Yeah, Kentucky, you're right, drugs. Both Don and her know where Summer is. I believe they know where that baby girl is too. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all not putting no names in the chat. All I know is that both her and Don have lost children in the past. Neglect, abuse, mentally, physically, probably verbally. You can name all the abuse that these children probably had to endure from this family. What happened with BK and Candace? Uh, well, she started going over to Ernie's channel. Carrie, when she started going over to Ernie's channel, that's when they decided. Ernie got upset. Well, excuse me. I get their names mixed up. I'm sorry about that. Benny got upset because she was all over there on Ernie's channel. And I kept saying, Karma's going to get this woman. Karma ain't no joke. I had just did a video about Ernie stealing that money from Robin. Robin still ain't got her damn money from that man. And look, now he in jail. And then I heard a recording when him in jail, a woman called down to the jailhouse and was trying to put more charges on Ernie. Yeah, BK blew his chance to cash in on the baby girl. Yeah, once she got over to Ernie's, it was a wrap. Benny didn't have a choice. Yeah, and then I had a lot of Ernie supporters coming over here supporting Ernie. Oh, he's not a bad guy. Ernie have showed me different. Ernie is doing good. Well, you know what? I prefer to stay away from them type of characters. Thank you for explaining. I've been out the loop for a minute. That's why I have this little channel, so I can come over here and explain it to y'all, because it's hard to watch all those long lives. It's very hard to get an understanding of what's going on. What was the billboard for? You know what? That's the question of the day. Let me tell you guys why he's allegedly, from my understanding, got arrested. He was on probation, which y'all know I try my best not to discuss these other characters, but he was a character that just had Candace on his panel 2 days ago, begging her to go search. So there go another man out of her list, Black Widow, right? So he was running down the street on meth and got arrested. And I guess from my understanding, you guys, he's on probation, right? With him being, see, you know what? Robin will have to come up here and hit the link and tell me more about these other characters, because I don't study these other characters. I love listening to you. You make sense. Yeah, you know what? You just gotta use your common sense. You just gotta use your common sense when you're watching this type of stuff. Okay, so from my understanding, right? Ernie is in jail because he was on probation for running down the highway on meth. So he went to court today. When he got to court, I thank you, C Mac. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And if you guys don't mind, please hit the like button. Ain't none of this common sense. No, it's not common sense, Lily. I have to come over here and sort of put it in common sense for us free thinkers over here, for us people that really want to think a little bit. Ain't none of this stuff common sense. Oh, yeah. He was on meth running down the street, from running down the highway. It's a bunch of videos out here with him running down the highway. And so he got on paper. With him getting on paper, he went to court today. And they had another, okay, so he went to court. He got out of that court session or whatnot, and he got arrested for something else. I am not for sure what else. I don't really follow Benny. I follow Candace and Summer Wells' case, Injustice for Her Brothers. But Benny's being on the spotlight now because Candace was over there. What you say? Trying to understand all this makes my brain hurt. Gail, it makes me so frustrated trying to get it together. But I come over here to tell you guys how I break it down. It's a bunch of stuff. This woman knows my heart, and I know her reasoning. The wells are going on YouTube. It's just them signaling to all the involvement. You know what? They've been on YouTube with a bunch of guilt, to be honest with you. It was about a bunch of guilt. They wanted these people to come out here and feel sympathy for them. They wanted these people to and actually they got a bunch of people that is feeling sympathy for them and joining their team. And it's sad. Miss Justice says, I think it was something about his car register. Okay, it was something about the van with his job. I really don't even want to focus on what it was about the van and his job. I'm trying to stick to the main characters. All I know is the word on the curb is Ernie is in jail, and God don't like ugly. He just don't like ugly. And when it comes down, she said, listen, you'll fall in love with her. She's so real. I don't know, you guys. I just try to be me and be myself and try to use common sense. Hello, Chapper. Cool. Welcome to the channel. Can you imagine prosecuting this case, all the evidence all over YouTube? You know what, Miss Justice, I want to highlight that. With all the evidence being on YouTube, they better pray that when a case do come to these parents, they better pray that it sticks. They better pray that it sticks. Because there's been a lot of evidence tampering with these YouTubers. Rich Steven, okay, let me highlight why he went to jail, because I didn't know for sure why he went to jail. Receiving stolen property over $10,000 is the big charge on Ernie. Goodness gracious. So Robin wasn't lying about him taking that money and donating it. I seen Robin on the live today. She still didn't get no money. Well, hopefully she get some rest that he in jail. But I see they trying to raise bond and all that over there. I feel like there are so many people involved. Yes, a lot of people involved, sweetheart. At that amount, it is a felony. And if it's a felony, I don't know if you get a bond. Sherry, do you get a bond on a felon charge? I'm not for sure. Maxie, it is so many people involved in this case. It's sad. Oh, he has no bond. Wow. No high bond. Well, a lot of people in the chat are saying he has no bond. Maybe, I was going to say Candace, maybe you could start a donation to get Ernie out. Shit. I already know you're going to find another man on here. Hey, Shauna, I sent you Big Ernie charges on your community page. Okay, thank you. I'll check into it. I think I'm going to just try to make a GoFundMe page. A GoFundMe page for who, Ernie? Robin? Robin, come hit the link and tell us what you think about your man in jail. Oh, they was laughing at Robin, you guys. They was talking all crap. They said it's not the real Robin. Someone would have to look him up, because they said in booking that the paperwork won't have done until 10 p.m. Robin, you better leave him alone. Good luck getting a jury. This is being followed in multiple countries. Exactly. Let me highlight what you said. Imagine getting a jury on this. She might as well just come clean. She might as well just come clean. But I can't see them coming clean. They don't give a damn about Little Summer or them boys. Or they would have been came clean. No money could get him out. Oh my gosh. No bail means no bail. Big felon. Wow. Well, that is the only way for my pocket to have money for when I go back to Missouri to go bomb me. Well, Robin, you ain't getting it from Ernie. You're not, wait, you're not getting any money from Ernie. Kentucky Mug Shop. Hi, working on me. Keep them locked up. Well, he won't be conning women. I got a lot of people saying Ernie was a good guy. Oh, this is what they were saying in my comment section. I love to share with y'all what they say in the comment section. Ernie is a good guy. I changed my mind on Ernie. Yeah, he know how to do the talk. He got a good mouth of gab. That's what it is. He know how to sugarcoat it, will you in. Yeah, what you say, Lily? He's a wolf. Yeah, they know how to will people on in, show you that good side. Hey, I'm the good guy. I'm saving children around the world. You said, Matter, you have an evil laugh. I have an evil laugh? I'm sorry. Right, Robert. And he's a good looker. He's good looking too. So all you gotta do is come on there, put that hat on. The scam go back years. He was wrestling pro, man. Let me highlight what you just said. Yeah, let me drop the link. Robin, no. Okay, she said anybody could hit the panel if you want to. Run off with the money also said he was an artist and so masked and customers never got their product. You see this, Robin? But they telling me Ernie was a good guy. I'm wrong on Ernie. She said, I'm cooking it, cleaning it, loving it. They said, oh, you wrong about Ernie. Oh, no, baby. My dad was a hustler. I know how that shit go. I read through Ernie. He thought he was going to get Candace on there and blah, blah, blah. Jesus have the answers to solving Summer's disappearance. If anyone in the chat said a prayer, it would be a powerful prayer. Yes, you guys, of course. Make sure you all. That was beautiful. You're right about that. I'll keep that highlighted. Joseph is a hustler. Shit, they all hustlers. Street hustlers. People thinking they was a bunch of dummies. I don't think so. Them people got a lot of common sense. They playing y'all on YouTube, besides the ones that got that's free thinkers and ain't finna let it go on. Justice for Summer and her brothers. You right, Robin. Non-stop justice for Summer and her brothers. Her brothers was abused. Her brothers was neglected. And Tennessee need to work on their laws, if that's the case. There's the link. You know what? To be honest with you, I don't. Somebody said I have a evil laugh in the chat. Candace is sitting on a gold mine with 11-acre land. She should sell it to create you know what? She can't sell it. It's Don's property. She cannot sell it. It's Don's property. You can't sell something that's not yours. She said this is the Hillbilly Wits case. Candace is in K and Ernie is a smoke. Broken, you are funny. Candace is sitting. Somebody said evil. I don't know why they said my laugh is evil. For some reason, I can't get in with the link. I'm not for sure why not. I posted it. Let me try to post it one more time. Let me try to do it one more time for you. If not, Robin, maybe another time. They said, Robin, she loves dining. Yes. Hi, Anonymous True Crime. I love it. I love your videos. I love your videos. You be making me laugh over there. If you guys haven't subscribed to Anonymous, you guys go check out the videos over there. Man, great videos. I catch him every time he or she drop a video. Anonymous is in the chat. I like Anonymous videos. See the love for Anonymous. Whoever it is, I would love for Anonymous to get on the panel. Hi. Yeah, Black Widow. That's what this woman is, a Black Widow. And I'm surprised YouTube haven't kicked her off yet. Oh no, girl, YouTube ain't gonna kick her off. I love Anonymous. If you see this channel, go subscribe. Oh man, great videos and always on point. If I miss something, I go to Anonymous channel to see what's going on. So I don't have to go through all the live videos. I just go over there to that channel. Oh, is that Robin?
Yes,
Robin. Okay. Hey, Robin, what are you thinking about your man doing in jail?
he is not my man. I like Ernie. I mean, he did do a lot of good for people last couple weeks. He's been helping people with groceries and electric bills and gas money to go where they need to go. Single moms had to have surgery and they got kids they got to take care of and no man.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly, okay, the van. It
Yeah.
was it was a stolen van, but I don't think Ernie was aware of that.
I heard it was a work van. Is
It was
that
a
true?
work van. He was hired with the company. The company reported it as stolen, and not only that, it had detached tags on it, or the tags, the plate that was on it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
registered to that vehicle.
How was it not registered and it was a work vehicle?
That's what I was trying to figure out, but I can't figure it out.
And see, I'm not gonna wreck my brain with that because my thing is, you know where I focus. Summer Wells and
Mhm.
her brothers and them unfit parents. But I said Robin had lost her love for old Ernie, huh? Wait.
I didn't lose any kind of feelings for him. I still like him. He just,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll probably end up trying to find out or figure out how to make a GoFundMe page for my expenses when I go to Michigan because I don't want to be totally broke going to Michigan for a week.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you got a channel? You could start your own channel and do something.
Yeah,
You're.
I have my daughter's channel.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah. They said you on different. These people, there was so many people in my comment section about you. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know why they hate.
Well, you know what? All I could do is send prayers your way because I don't pay attention to the haters. I just delete it. But they said you're not the real Robin. You're
Um,
Ernie's sidekick. I said, wait a minute. I didn't seen this woman on several platforms and seen her face. And on my
I've actually gotten timed out many times on Ernie's because I mentioned Summer. And so did Daisy. She got timed out many times too. You
Mm.
mentioned Summer on Ernie's page, the mods time you out.
Well, I got lucky. They let me stay on in. But I only went over there for just a little bit and got up out of there. But
Yeah,
I seen them kept timing you out over there. That was crazy. That's
right.
sad you can't go and speak what you want to say about this baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of sad, especially when it comes down to like other parents wanting to go on there and speak about her. Robin, you be careful with Ernie because they're making it seem like you hard loving Ernie. You the one that's a trip. I said, you know what, y'all gonna leave Robin alone. Period. From
Yeah,
what
I'm not hard loving nobody. Especially off of social media. But
right.
he did take money up in my name. So yeah, I went to him, Friday or something, asked him about it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, I have to go through all this, that, and the other because of this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, Ernie, thanks for answering me. And then Tina comes up and says, if you don't have PayPal or Cash App, we're not going to write you a cashier's check. I said, well, go to Amscot and get a money order.
I
They're
kicked out
free.
of Granny's. Hold on, I just got kicked out of Granny. She thinks I'm a troll. I reported. And Shauna, you party now. Why, baby? I'm not for sure what happened, Sherry. I don't know who's Grammy's channel. And Ernie never sent her a dollar. No, Ernie never sent her a dollar. You know what? Robin, tell the chat a little bit. Not too much, because I kept telling them this ain't a Robin in chat. But go on your own channel, Robin. Tell your story and raise awareness for your cause. Do it for your daughter. You'll get the support you need. Yes, she would. That's what I said. Robin needs to start her own channel since she knows how to go on a panel and talk. Because a lot of people can't get on a panel and talk. She needs to start her own little channel.
My daughter's page has actually been up for 5 years. So it's not like I don't abandon my daughter. I always tell my daughter's story.
Well, do you have a GoFundMe over there on her page?
No, I have to figure it out tomorrow. I just woke up out of a deep sleep and got right onto YouTube to see what was going on with Ernie.
Love Scorpio. Hey, welcome back to the chat. Well, let me tell y'all this. Let me put this in the air. Shinna Speaks have not said anything about raising no money for Robin. Okay. I have not. Let me please put this out in the air. I am not involved with raising no money for Robin. I have not gave her that idea. It was Robin that said that. Okay.
Right. Because Robin used to have a GoFundMe page and we got it took down and I don't remember all what happened with that, but that was years ago when I was fixing to go to Michigan because they kept putting it off the court date, putting off the court date, putting off the court date. And I'm like, there's no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
They said, Robin, you said he has helped a lot of people. Let me read what they said in here. Robin, you said he has helped a lot of people in the past couple weeks, paying bills and whatnot for all these people. Who told you these lies? And why are you still believing him? I want to
I
ask that question too, Robin.
I
What?
watched people give their cash app up there, and he was actually the first donor, the first one that donated to the cause. And then the rest of his crew donated $1, $5, $10 to, these people.
And then you was also told by other people that they donated, right? Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yes.
Okay. It's, you know what, Robin has it's a long story, and I'm not staying on the live that long. You would have to probably go back and check out as soon as Robin said, older money, my spider senses went out. Yeah, mine's too. Soon as she said he owed her money. Sorry if I am out of place by asking. Well, Robin, do you want to share a little bit what happened with the baby? Not so graphic, because a lot of people been asking me who is Robin.
Okay, well, back in 1994,
Hold
my
on, hold on. Let me do the trigger warning, and please, not so graphic, okay?
okay,
I know it's a graphic. I'm gonna put a trigger warning, and there's a lot of people that has heard Robin's story. Um, can somebody give me a trigger warning before I can highlight it in the chat? And then I'll let you tell it, your story. And I don't ever have a problem with anybody coming on the panel and sharing their story or their testimony. So I want you guys to know that too. If you ever feel like you want to come on here and tell your story, you can. There we go. Robin, you rock. My Robin in the chat. My Robin in the chat is going to have to get. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Love Scorpio. You guys rock. I got some good moderators. Okay, go ahead, Robin. Tell your story again. Thank you, Grammy.
okay. Well, Nicole, she was 5, like Summer. My neighbor kids was Nicole's best friend, but her best friends had a 16-year-old brother that lured my daughter into an abandoned house in the basement and ended my daughter's life. And I've been doing this. April 26th will be 28 years. I've been
Let me ask you a
fighting.
question. I don't keep your train of thought. Robin, did the man go right to jail after
Yeah.
he did this? Y'all knew who did it right away?
Yeah, I know who did it right away.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, the next morning, because me and like 100 other people were searching like till dawn, and in the cold pouring rain, screaming Nicole's name. By then, she was probably already gone. Because I know my God, he doesn't let he wouldn't let her suffer. So whatever he thought he was doing to my daughter, he was just doing that to a shell. That was not Nicole. But to make a long story short, yes, I have been up to Michigan many times rallying. I've been on TV, I've been on the news. I had news camera follow me around, follow all of us around. Nicole left behind 2 big brothers, and I lost my son to epileptic seizures. And he was my oldest, and he lost the battle of seizures in 2015. But what happened to my daughter is it just kills me.
Can I ask you a question? Did you know the guy that did you know the young man that did this to your baby girl?
Mm-hmm.
What, was he a friend of the family, or?
He was just our neighbor. They were our neighbors.
Oh, Robin, that's horrible.
Yeah, you can't trust anyone, you know? They say the majority of the time it's in the family, but not this case. I
Well,
mean,
you said he was a neighbor, so that's close enough. I mean, you
right.
gotta, like I tell people, you gotta watch out for these predators out here, man. They prey on elderly, they prey on children. The chat
Right.
saying they're sorry for your loss. So basically, Ernie has started some kind of fund for Robin on his channel and raise money on her behalf. Robin, did you ask Ernie to start the fund?
No, I didn't.
Okay, because they.
I only asked for permission, or not permission. I only asked that they go sign the petition and write letters to the judge. I never asked him. He insisted that I needed to get this some kind of funds going to where, I'm going to be up in Michigan. I'm not going to have no way of going. It's going to be November is like the coldest month up north. So, I don't know. He's the one that talked me into, well, Robin, you need to do this for, your pocket at least. So, wow. But anyways, he did it for one day, and everyone in the chat, there was probably about 5, 6, 700 people in the chat that day, and a lot of them came to me and asked me, did Ernie give me my money? And I said, no, I haven't heard from Ernie.
So someone in my comment section said that you had talked to Ernie, that they called you on a live with Ernie. Is that
Yes, to explain that, because another creator, who
eh,
was it? Crafting Through the Lies.
I don't know these people.
He told me that that I went on Crafting Through the Lies and dogged Ernie. I don't dog Ernie. I don't honestly, I don't dog anyone.
I don't either, but he used your tragedy to profit off of, and you never
Right.
received anything.
So
And
he
go
so
ahead.
he had me on panel to clear up, the rumor. And like I said to him and his chat, but Ernie, I never asked you for any money. I never asked you to have people donate in my name, but you did it. And, I never could get a straight answer of how much was raised anyways. So I was like, it is what it is.
You probably will never know how much was raised. Some of you, the money probably that was raised for you probably went into them other play cash apps. Because from my understanding, people were telling me like it was props that was coming in there getting those play cash apps. It wasn't real people. Like it was his people coming in, and he would send the money to this. This is allegedly, I don't know. But it was his people coming in, and they would send the cash app he would send a cash app to his people, and basically they were working together for the money. That's what I heard.
Um,
Well, what I'm telling you is, Robin, somebody said I believe that too, Shauna. Gail, I think that's what it was. I'm not for sure. Please don't quote me on that. But that's what I've heard allegedly, that it was prompts. It would be like his friends, a part of the team, come in the chat under a different name, and he'll pick them out and be like, oh, let me bless you. And somehow the money come back to him.
well, I don't know. I mean, I listened also to their stories about, things that they were going through, and can we do a Walmart delivery, because Walmart delivers food. And yeah, that's what they did. So, and they helped another man that was disabled
Hey,
with
Riri.
with kids, and they helped him with shoes and some clothes. And they just he said, now go ahead and get some gas money, because he's always the first one to put money on a cash app to start it off. And he said, go ahead and get some gas and take your kids out to dinner. So,
Well, a lot of people are saying, because we do still see you in the chat over there, especially, well, hopefully they ain't blocked you by now. Like they were show getting rid of you the other night. YouTube needs to be responsible, enforce more rules so the scammers could stop. Now that's true. That's true.
yeah.
But all the people have to say is, hey, I got a good cause. Okay, let me tell y'all an example of what happened to me when I first started my YouTube channel. And a lot of people know this. When I first moved from my domestic violence 3 years ago, I was getting in touch with an organization that said they were out here helping victims, and it was surrounding the R. Kelly case. But the organization wasn't supposed to be a part of this R. Kelly case. They were supposed to be helping victims. And one of the father of the alleged victims was the one over the organization. So me as a survivor, I like to reach out to people and help people. You know, a lot of people haven't probably watched my previous videos, so I'm just gonna fill y'all in on what happened to me. So I start finding out that this organization was not real. I end up calling into a YouTube channel, just like you know, was trusting that the team was really helping victims. And a lady that had donated to one of the bloggers had told me that she donated some money on the behalf of me and my daughter. So they were going around saying my daughter was getting rescued from an abusive relationship, that my daughter was sleeping with a 40-year-old man. It was just so much going on with my story. And I kept saying, well, damn, they're adding more and more to my story, you know. And it had got to the point where I got in touch with the lady in the organization. It just went on and on and on. But it had got to the point they were slandering me, you know, just my daughter sleeping with an older man. Hi, John Q. Hope all is well on your side tonight. Good evening to everyone. Good evening, John Q. It got to the point where I was so stressed out. I ended up going back to my therapist. I was freshly out of the relation, you know, coming from the toxic relationship, moving to Iowa by myself. I live here by myself. All my family's in Denver. And to find out that these people were saying they were raising money on my behalf, it was wrong, you know. And still to this day, I don't even know if they raised money on my behalf. I never received any money. That's why I really don't ask for no money on this YouTube thing, because it's, you know, money is the root of all evil, first and foremost. I'm not rich. I'm struggling just like you guys, you know. But to have go through somebody raising money off of my trauma. If you see one of my videos way back in the day, it says somebody raised money off my trauma. I got on YouTube and screamed it out. I don't know these people. My daughter is not getting rescued. My daughter is not with a 40-year-old man that's beating her ass. It just got to the point where, you know, it was all over the R. Kelly sector about my daughter being abused. And I'm just like, oh no, my daughter ain't one of them victims or alleged victims in this R. Kelly case. I'm the person that went through something. So me telling you this story, I'm telling you this story because it happens a lot. Not just to you, not to just the elderly. It happens a lot. I had to come out here and protect my innocent child that had nothing to do with YouTube, had nothing to do with me reaching out to this organization that said they were helping victims. I had to come on here and protect my innocent child, you know? And it was horrible. So I feel your pain. And I really wish whatever connection you have with Ernie, you work on that, Robin. Ernie got a whole woman over there. You see his woman coming on YouTube. He got a woman. They making it like you obsessed with Ernie. That's how they're making it in my comment thing.
That woman that was on there is Tina, and she's married to Xander.
Oh, okay. Well, see, you know all that. Question for Robin. They got a question for you, Robin.
I can't read it.
I'll read it and highlight it. Question for Robin. Were you in the chat when popped up on the live that night? I asked because he might have been afraid you were exposing him. Just the thought. I'm praying for you, Robin. Yes, Robin was in the chat that night. He wasn't the one timing Robin out, but I'll let Robin go ahead and tell it.
When who was in the chat?
Love Scorpio, who was what? Go ahead and ask the question with the name. It's fine to put the name in there. John Q, I hope you're doing good. Riri, I hope you're doing good this evening.
Popped up on live last night.
Ernie, okay, Ernie. So the question is,
Yes, I was in there. And, when I bring up Summer, and I know who's timing me out, it's one of his mods, Barbara. But I don't understand why she times me out when I say something. I said something about Ernie, where's your cowboy hat? Because I think you look sexy in it. I got timed out for that. And I'm like, whatever.
well, they're making it like you're obsessed, and like, and he probably did sugarcoat you and love on you and stuff like that. This is not the first time. I don't know what kind of bond he did. You told me all he did was sign a bunch of signatures for you, but the people, no, 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 Shauna's channel, huh? What you love Scorpio? What? Let me see what Love Scorpio's talking about. I like to read my chat. Green Eye Monster.
Oh,
I don't know. Women like Robin is the women that men like him feed on. That's all I'm gonna say.
well, I have a good, strong group for my daughter, and I do updates, and I have really good admins and good mods, and I don't have to really be on my daughter's page because it gets took care of if I'm not there. But I just finished March out for my son because he died March 27th, 2015. I just
Hmm.
I just finished March out on my personal page with him.
Hmm.
And April is Nicole's month. April 26th was the day she was murdered 28 years ago.
Somebody says, "See, Robin, that is horrible behavior. I would never go back over there. Stay where you are, respected lady." I don't know why, Robin. I kept seeing her go in the chat, and I said, "Well, I can't lie. I was in the chat too, because Candace was over there. I seen Robin in there, but they kept timing her out, and I kept saying." I wish Robin get her ass up out of here, but she kept going back in, and they kept timing her out. And I don't know for sure. By then I didn't know for sure if you had talked to him about your money or not. I didn't try. I don't really want to be in that. That's not my rodeo. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I can't add extra stress to what I already got going on in my life. But I seen him timing you out, and I said, "Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. You're hurting yourself. That's self harm by going back over to that man's chat, and then people don't even want you in that chat. You're a small woman. You know how to defend these women. Even Candace was baiting her eyelashes as Ernie. All of them was looking at Ernie. You know what? And Robin wouldn't been wrong if she was liking on Ernie. I mean, that's what these men do. He ain't bad looking. He just not
No,
my type, but he ain't bad looking. Somebody said, Robin, you deserve better. Robin had an abusive relationship coming up too. And that's why I said Robin's welcome over here, because a lot of us over here, is survivors and been through certain things. And I wanted Robin on here because, like I said, Robin, I don't want to be talking about Ernie and all these people. I want to focus on Summer and
right.
Candace and everything. But I did want to address what these people been saying in my comments about you. Like, it's not fair. Hi, love Scorpio. It's not fair. Oh, love Scorpio, you have to come back. You dropped. You're more than welcome over here, Robin. I thank you for your testimony, because every time I get a chance to tell my testimony, I'm going to tell my testimony.
Yes, I always talk about my angels.
The thing of it is, Robin, a lot of people is sort of sick of You're not standing up for yourself a little bit when it comes down to Ernie. Leave that shit alone. He don't mean you no good. He don't mean Summer and them no good. He really don't. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm saying for real. Like, I hate to talk bad about people, like you said, but you have to look in between these characters and these people. Hey, welcome to the channel, Miss Parker. Kick that shade to the curve. Robin, the chat is talking to you,
Yeah. I know what y'all are saying.
but
I'm not Candace. I'm not weak. I'm a strong woman. God
let me.
God made me in his image. God made me strong. So that's how I'm able to even discuss what happened to my daughter. And y'all don't even know the gist of it.
No, it was pretty horrible. And yes, you are a strong survivor. And they would have to go back and hear all the graphic stuff because you didn't share the graphic things that. And I appreciate you not doing that. You would have to
Yeah.
go and hear
It's
that.
it was bad, guys. It was just insane. Like I don't I don't even understand why. I really don't. This boy was a AB honor roll student, never been in trouble.
Did did he have a? How do you? What about his upbringing? I was going to ask you about that. Like for this kid to just do this to your child, I
His
wonder was he in a
upbringing
messed up home?
his his upbringing was, well, he didn't have his real mother, but his father and his stepmother raised him. So he had his father figure
Hmm.
and his stepmother. So why did he do this? I That's what I want to know. And I do want to ask the judge if I can ask that question, but I probably won't never find out. But I'm gonna try.
Well, you can keep trying, and someone told me before that you can write the judge to see if you can address him at the hearing.
Uh,
And from my understanding, you can address him.
if the defense attorney lets me. But when I get the petition all sent out, I think I'm gonna send it out July 20th because that's when my son's going to Michigan. And well, because his father's getting married, but I think we're gonna print it out July 20th and get it to her before August 10th because that's when they go to a court conference, and that includes attorneys and judge only. That's not with Jason. Jason goes for sentencing in November.
Interesting. Hi, John Q. Welcome to the channel. Hi, Love Scorpio. Let's let Love Scorpio speak first, and then we'll let John Q speak.
All righty, sounds good to me. So, do you remember, Robin, the night that Ernie popped on Sheena's live?
On Sheena's live,
Sheena?
Yes, the live that I put on private, Ernie had came on the panel. Do you
uh,
remember? Were you in my chat that day, Robin?
I don't think so.
Okay. Love Scorpio, where you going with that?
Because I think that my comment earlier was, I think he might have been trolling her to see if she was ratting on him.
No, I wasn't. I don't rat on Ernie. I don't say anything
I
about
didn't,
Ernie.
no, I didn't say you were. He's doing bad things, not you, honey.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. I know that he's done a lot for you and I'm glad that he has, but I don't trust him. And today's evident that he's not to be trusted. That's all I'm saying.
Especially with his charges.
I'm watching out for you, Robin. That's all.
I
With
appreciate that. I mean, nothing gain, nothing lose. I mean, I didn't gain anything, so I don't know what was.
Well, it sounds like a little feelings got a little involved with it to me. I don't know. And when I say feelings, maybe it's feelings coming from your behalf towards a man that's nice looking. And maybe this is just coming from my train of thought. Maybe you don't realize you was crushing on him and that you had feelings for him, because I remember on one of the lives you said you had feelings for Ernie. And that's, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not bashing you about that. We're
No.
just here to tell you that we see through that.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't tell you nothing. And we know you're not Candace. And we can't tell you you're weak. But we're telling you what we see when it comes down to that situation with you. You know,
Right.
we can sit here and preach all day long and tell you not to go over there and not to deal with him, but you're going to do what you want to do. And it hurts a lot of people over here to see you go through that.
Mm-hmm.
You're around in the Summer Wells case, and it really hurts a lot of people to see you go through that. So that's why we're saying this. This is not to bash you if you do have feelings for this man, but it's about 1,000 other women or more that have probably them same feelings for him, you know?
Oh, probably.
Hey, John Q, what is going on with you today? Nice to have you.
Oh, good morning, good evening to you. Thank you for having me up on your panel. And
Mhm.
like I said, next time I'll jump up here. And this was my next time. So thank you for allowing me up.
Yes, I love your insight on things. You think like I think. You're a free thinker, and I love that. And if you seen my thing, I said Black Widow. You want to comment on that a little bit?
Well, you hit the nail on the head,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically gave a very good definition of what you meant by the term Black Widow.
Okay.
Yeah, so you put it in proper perspective, and
Mm-hmm.
folks can definitely relate to that kind of definition, especially in this particular case where it lacks a lot of definition all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So, hello, Miss Robin, and hello to the other
That's
lady on the
Love
panel,
Scorpio on the panel
Miss
with us.
Scorpio.
Everybody's
Hello.
loving your voice, of course. I think every time you come on, you're just so calming to people.
Yeah.
My chat is loving your voice. You guys, John Q has a channel. Go check him out. He's awesome when it comes down to breaking down things in a different aspect.
Well,
Hi,
He's
thank
not,
you.
John.
John
Yeah,
don't do drama over there. I like his channel. I
oh,
haven't
no,
really
no
came
drama,
up. Yeah,
no,
no drama. But we
no
got too
drama.
much going on. And look, they're saying the voice. Of course, you get that all the time, huh, John?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And for me to have, I just did a live yesterday covering 4 cases that I'm looking at and working on. One is the Monisha Leith case,
Mm,
young lady who went missing out of Georgia. And the last person to know her whereabouts is a boyfriend. And so far, according to the story, he is person of interest.
Mm-mm.
when
Yeah,
did this happen? Was this recently?
yeah. This is out of Pinellas. Excuse me, not Pinellas. I'm thinking about the other story. This is out of Floyd County
Mm,
in Georgia, and she went missing on February 24th, just last month, and she hasn't been seen since. And the family suspects that the husband of 1 year uh, did something, and he's not saying anything. So
wow.
yeah,
Well, how old was she?
32, mother of 3 children,
Mm,
and yeah. So I covered that story. I covered the Vertus Morgan Jr. story out of Pinellas, Florida. A young man that allegedly committed suicide, and the police investigation, according to that case, is not revealing a whole lot of information to the parents.
Now, wasn't
And
he a teenager?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Wasn't he a teenager?
A young man in his early 20s.
What's his
Okay.
name?
His name is Verdis Morgan Jr. Verdis, first name, Morgan, Morgan Jr.
I heard of that name. I've
I
heard of
got
it.
I got the Amber Alert for that.
Yeah. And
So, John
so,
Q, can I ask you a question?
yeah,
You do multiple cases because I'm not really okay. I'm not really in the true crime community. I focus on mental health in general, like I told you guys, generational curses. But Candace has really been, I've been studying her behaviors. How do you do different cases on your channel? You don't focus on just one case?
right. I've handled cases going as far back as 2017, Kanika Jenkins case.
Hold on, somebody got an echo.
I've handled cases going back. I don't know who that is.
Hold on. Love Scorpio, is that you? Okay, we're better now.
Right. I've handled what started me on my channel was the Kanika Jenkins case, 19-year-old that went to a birthday party in Rosemont, Illinois in 2017 and didn't come home that night. She was found dead in an industrial commercial kitchen freezer in the hotel.
Oh my
I
God.
followed that case and worked about a year and a half on that exclusively, only to find that the mother couldn't file any criminal charges, so she basically filed for civil charges against the hotel and the restaurant owners regarding the wrongful death of her daughter inside of the hotel.
Mhm.
And after that, I came across another case, the Cash Gernon case. I covered that case out of Texas. I don't know if any or everyone is familiar with the Cash Gernon case, the young toddler that was taken from his baby crib next to his brother.
No, I'm not familiar. You're filling us in over here. I
Yeah.
mean, I know
And
about the Kanika Jenkins. I followed that case for a very long time, and it was sad because I don't think they ever found out who killed her. Is that correct?
right. And well, I mean, in the Cash Gernon case, the police were able to arrest the young man that they believed snatched the child from the crib.
Mm,
No one was arrested in the Kanika Jenkins case. That's why it went civil.
mhm.
In the Cash Gernon case, I believe the young man's name is Brown, and he's still in lockup, awaiting trial right now for the murder of Cash Gernon. I also covered the Orrin and Orson West case, classic and sincere Pettis out of California City, California. So
Mhm.
I handle multiple cases. I've also covered the Summer Wells case as well.
Okay. Do you notice? Is it harder dealing with the children cases than the adults? I know dealing with these missing cases is hard in general, and you have to separate your emotions from being a YouTuber or a blogger. But my question is: it harder to, since you have covered so many different cases, ha- is it harder to do the children?
Not from my point of view. In fact, finding out about these stories, the way they are brought about from either the public media or on social media, how they come about and how much coverage are they getting? What are the police doing? I start to take a look at various different aspects of it. And for the lack thereof of any assistance, whether it be law enforcement or family or any support system that should be there, it drives me to find out why. Why
Yeah.
aren't these cases handled? Why are they handled the way they are being handled? Gabby Petito's case, likewise, Summer Wells' case. And then I'm currently working on Daniel Robinson, a 25-year-old that went missing in Buckeye, Arizona from his work site, working directly with the parents to assist them in any information that I could find to support any legal actions that should take place among a few people that I have found in the case that needs to address some issues. So from my perspective, I don't find it hard whether it's a 5-year-old toddler or it's a 25-year-old young adult.
Okay.
What drives me is the why. Why is this happening to our young children? Why is our country all of a sudden the last 20 years starting to show higher statistics and people going missing than people getting jobs?
They blame it on the pandemic.
No, the children was missing way before the pandemic.
Yeah. And in the earlier cases, yes. Pre pandemic, so to speak, pandemic, and then post pandemic, as we sit today, these cases are still happening on an escalating level like I've never seen before. And so each day there's another case, there's another case, there's another case. Young Monisha Leith just went missing February 24th in February, just a few weeks ago. And
someone said, is it trafficking? All these people getting trafficked.
Yeah, that market, that trafficking market has emerged now. It's not a big secret anymore. Everyone is familiar with different kinds of traffic. It was once very quiet. What kind of traffic are you talking about? People move things every day. Now people are moving people, but just in different ways.
Well, you know what? People was saying that some people was trying to argue me down about it being legal to traffic people. And I'm like, well, I haven't heard any new laws about them changing the law about trafficking. And there was people arguing me down that they're trying to make it legal.
To a degree. And
okay.
I'm going to be delicate. I'm going to be very delicate with this because I don't want to cross the line in regards to another person's definition of what trafficking is. If you take a look at the foster care system, okay, ask yourself, what do you know about it? Ask yourself what happens. Ask yourself, how does that system work? And then just follow the numbers from there. And people are moving other people of different ages, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, nationalities, races. And so through this system, you will see a form of trafficking in a legal, all legal. This is legal.
Legal.
Yes. Right before our eyes. It's the same process that the illegal traffickers are doing as well. Yet
okay. Can you describe that one more time in so many words, because the chat is trying to catch on. Okay. So you're basically, and I wanted you to say it out of your words, that there is some part of trafficking that is legal. So
yes, and when you take a look at, once again, that's why I said it would be very delicate.
I know.
In taking a look just at the foster care system, the adoption process. Now see that unfold in your eyes, and what do you see? It is a form of trafficking in the legal sense. You see?
Never thought about that.
Yes.
I never thought about it until you said that.
Yeah, and that's why I said, I'm very delicate when I try to explain and describe something so that this way it's not misunderstood in a negative sense, because these systems have been around and all around us for many, 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 many years. Yet we don't look at them in the sense that they're being presented today.
Well, now I am that you said that.
And that's just one aspect of trafficking. Now we can go to the negative aspect, drug trafficking. You can go to the buying and selling of young females at young ages all around the countries, all around the globe,
Mm-hmm.
that have been abducted for that purpose. There's all kinds of trafficking. We can get into the organ harvesting, and then go on down the road, and
I want to talk to you.
that we can identify as the negative sense of trafficking in our country.
Okay. I want to ask you something. Kathy, can you show your face? I don't know who you are on there. We got someone backstage. I'm going to go on and add her. What does it say? Edit the name. I'm going to go on and add her.
Well, if they don't show you the face, they can't get up.
Okay. Okay. Well,
that's the rule, because you don't know about these porn bombers that just love to sneak on board. Maybe she'll let me up. Maybe he'll let me up. And then all of a sudden, whammo.
yeah. And you know what? I've been having my channel for over a year now, and it just ain't about this. So I've been getting a lot of trolls and things. And my channel is really like a home environment. We all get along over here, and I want to keep it that way. I don't want to be involved with the crime community people. It's pretty toxic. So you're right. That person didn't show your face. So if you can't at least show your face, or I don't know who you are, you can't hit the panel. So when you say the organs, I want to ask you about that, because a lot of people, here we go. This is another tricky question. Possible, do you think that Summer's organs and body was sold?
No, there's no evidence of that whatsoever right now.
Okay.
To
Okay.
make any determination like that.
Okay. Okay. No, great answer.
I mean, I keep it real.
I love it.
If it's in front of me, it's on the table. There's proof. There's evidence of it. It has been vetted by the proper authorities, and that's what they deem it to be. Then okay, we have a fact.
Right.
If it's nothing there, then there's nothing there. And I'm not one to assume or speculate when it comes to any of the cases that I cover, and especially the Summer Wells case. So,
honest, yes.
I appreciate the question, though.
But damn, it was a great answer. I mean, it was a wonderful response. Well, and I can't even ask you what's your theory on what you think happened to her. So many different theories, but in your opinion, if you feel like sharing, do you have a theory?
I'm working on some. One, I can say that with the way the case evolved, I was able to eliminate right away the abduction theory. It just didn't work in my mind. I was able to go to the property via Google Earth and Google Maps, and look at the terrain, study the atmosphere, study the community and everything else like that. I was able to come across another YouTuber working on the case, and this person is down in Tennessee. So speaking with them, they were able to help me and educate me on the types of people that live in the Beach Creek area, Ben Hill area, Sullivan County, etc. And another YouTuber in the UK was doing genealogy based on old history of folks living in that area. So putting together all of these dynamics, you get a better feel. I'm from New York. So if I say to anyone in the chat room, when I say the word Harlem, what do you picture?
Harlem, New York. The hood somewhat.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. Keep going.
the hood.
Martin Luther King Boulevard, the Apollo, the
Right.
Savoy.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's where Black people are, so to
Yeah,
speak.
I wanted to say that too,
Yeah.
so.
So yeah, that's the picture you get. So
Mhm.
when we take a look at an area called Beach Creek, down in Rogersville, Tennessee, I couldn't get that. Well, is it like Harlem? You know, what kind of people live there? What kind of neighborhood is it? Is it commercial? Is it residential, et cetera, et cetera? So these folks help to educate me as to the community down there. And then I began to do better research and tying together what I believed, what what I'm thinking about, you know,
Mhm.
in reference to a theory. Um, it seems like Don and Candace had some issues with CPS early before
Mhm.
something missing. There must have been under a monitoring type of program because of issues, domestic violence issues, um, issues of alcoholism, possibly drug addiction, etc. So they were alerted in a way to, I guess, monitor this family household to a point and up to a degree of either making a decision about doing something or leaving it alone. By that time, summer, obviously on June 15th of 2021 of last year, of the previous year, she went missing.
Mhm.
And therefore, they took a look at that along with police reports and everything else like that, and saw what was going on YouTube with Don and Candace with the drinking, and they being interviewed on YouTube and carrying on, and all sorts of different things. And it appears to be that they made a move and took the boys out of the household.
Mhm.
Okay. Now there was a piece of information that said that either Donald or Candace knew that CPS was coming on the
Mhm.
15th of that day, and like minds, they didn't know what to do until they did something.
Mhm.
My possible theory of this is that if you know somebody's coming for one of your family members in your household, what are you going to do?
Mhm.
And you don't want them to be taken away from you. What are you going to do? Is the question. What would most people do? Hide them.
I thought about that theory, hiding them. But the way that the words that they've been saying coming out their mouth, like she's never coming back or
Right.
things like that, that makes me take away the hiding theory.
Right.
But go ahead. I know where
Well,
you're coming from with that.
and naturally, but that's what people would naturally do. They would
Hmm.
hide something to prevent another person from finding them. Hopefully, this will go away. We'll spend as much time as we need to, but they're not getting our child, so to speak. That's one area. The accident area, I thought of the swing, possibly Candace taking her eyes off of Summer during the time that they got back from the swimming hole, and Summer going into the house, as Candace said that she did, allegedly,
Hmm.
coming out the back door of the basement, um, and swinging around the other side of the house where there's a blind spot. Candace is now finished working with her mother's brace, which only took her 2 to 5 minutes to fix. Candace goes in the house. Summer swings around the other side of the house to the front where the swing in the tree is, jumped on the swing, and possibly had a collision with the tree
Hmm.
in a way that might have done something.
Or the stairs, maybe.
Or the interior of the house, the stairs, yeah.
Hmm.
Looking at that aspect as a second tier to
Hmm.
a theory process.
Hmm.
The third is something happened at the water hole to Summer. She got sick enough that whatever caused her to be sick, she succumbed fairly quickly to what made her uh, unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Candace found out what happened because Summer didn't ever get out the truck. She's aware that Summer's not moving. As she starts to panic, she doesn't know what to do. She calls Don. Don says, meet me down at the lower bottom shed area right off of Beach Creek Road on their property, and we'll figure out what to do. So Candace jumps in the truck and takes Summer in her mother's truck, which she never got out of. The boys took the groceries in the house. Boys, I'll be right back, as she told Chris Madonna on the interview room, and she took off. She goes down to the shed. Donald arrives with this red Subaru off of Beach Creek Road, as he showed us in the retracing of his steps on a video recording that he did for another YouTube channel, and met Candace there with Summer, and they tried to figure out what to do. Donald then took the truck and went elsewhere, knowing that they couldn't take Summer to the hospital because it would alert social workers and doctors at the hospital as to the reasons why she got that way, and they couldn't explain it. Hence, they have a CPS case open already. Hence, they jeopardized the 3 boys. So they don't go there. So what do? They go elsewhere, take care of it elsewhere. He comes back to that shed. Donald gets back into his red Subaru. Candace gets back in her mother's truck, goes back to the house, and Donald does some scurrying around until he finally arrives back at the residence. So that's tier number 3 of 3 possible theories that I have so far.
And your third one is probably the correct one.
Well, we don't know that, we don't know that, but them was some very good theories, and it's pretty lined up with where I'm thinking when it comes down to common sense. And if it was an accident, that's my thing. If it was an accident, it's just, I'm sort of speechless because I'm thinking as you were speaking. If it was, wouldn't you think a right parent, a good parent, would report it if it was an accident?
Right.
Even though social service and them was involved. Just, but then again, they still have the point of losing the boys if they report it.
Right.
So just get rid of her. Or, okay.
Yeah. You bump right, and you get close to that because that's the only direction you can go into. No, because CPS is going to come swing around the corner and grab the other kids. So, and then again, too, it all depends on what kind of an accident, you see, and there is a different degree of the kind of accident that could have happened that prevents them from telling folks that it was an accident. Was there an off moment that Candace had with Summer because, Summer didn't listen to her. Summer's a rambunctious 5-year-old.
Full of energy. She couldn't calm her down on them nights, when them nights was nice and good. She couldn't calm her down.
Right. And naturally, most 5-year-olds are lively. They are live wires. They're all over the place. They can't sit down. They can only listen 25% of 75%. You may be telling them, stop this, do this, go to your room, sit down, all this other stuff. And you always find them doing the opposite of what you tell them to do. That's just naturally kids, So could there have been a moment or an episode that Candace had with Summer that possibly left evidence of something between Summer and Candace? And she called Don, and Don said, let's go down to the creek. Let's figure it out, this, that, and the other thing. Don saw, and heard what happened. And can't go to the hospital because this is going to be reported to the social workers. And then we go to, the theory that I talked about. So they decided to do something else. Hence, you can't tell them that you had an accident like that. No one would believe us. You see, so damned if you do, damned if you don't on Candace and Donald.
Well, they
So
were
they
saying, hold on, go ahead, Robin. I'm sorry.
so they just follow the script.
Yeah, and the script that we heard doesn't play through because it doesn't fulfill the timeline, and that's the most difficult thing out of the 9 months, 9.5 months now that everyone's been trying to piece together. That those pieces that they offered us and told us don't fit. Now we find out that grandma took a nap. Uh-oh, changes the timeline
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
drastically. Drastically. Was the door open or the door closed? Oh, well, I don't know. Well, we find out that the door had no lock on it, so it was open. Uh-oh,
Wow.
changes the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Candace search? How long did she search when she left the property? She said she went to the church. Did she interact with anyone? Did she speak to anyone? Did she beep her horn? Did she go to the next door neighbor's house and then the next door neighbor's house and the next door neighbor's house? Who did she interact with that could verify how long and how much Candace searched that day? We don't know. Look, it messes with the timeline because it can't be verified. And neither did they offer any kind of explanation based upon how they searched, both Donald and Candace. So all that's in a void. That messes with the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
FBI and TBI sat down with them, went over every activity detailed item that they could remember to tell them, but yet the FBI and TBI told them to please revisit your story and the timeline. We're having an issue with it.
Mm-hmm.
See, so that's the issue they created with their narrative. A timeline that doesn't work.
And the story ain't adding up. The script ain't adding up.
Exactly.
It's not adding up. They want to know, what do you think about? There was a question for you, with what you were saying, with the storyline not adding up and things like that. Okay, can you explain this to my chat room? Because you probably have already explained it 1,000 times. What is taking the cops so long? Can you tell them a little bit about what you know about the background in researching the case when it comes down to the cops' involvement? Because everybody don't know why they're not in jail. So can you help me a little bit with that?
I love your questions. I'm
And
glad.
I got the right man on here too. I try to get people with common sense and knowledge on here for you could share with my chat room. If anybody knows John Q's link, can you please post it in the chat for me? And you guys, please go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He is awesome. I never get to catch his live because I'm working part-time but I watch his replays and I love he's got a lot of knowledge. So if someone knows this, or if John, if you could go in there and put your link in the chat, that'd be great. But I'm sure one of my mods will find your channel and put your link in there. That. Yeah, they'll find it. But go ahead, please answer my question.
When you have a case like this, I did a comparison, and I believe in the variables of the Summer Wells case and the Orrin and Orson West case. Two toddlers that went missing in California City, California. It took 14 months to get an indictment till they were arrested for second-degree murder charge. Okay, how can I compare the West case to the Summer Wells case? Well, there are certain dynamics in this case that reflect out of the West case that leads me to believe that TBI, FBI, and the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department have put together and are putting together the last 9.5 months direct and circumstantial evidence enough to indict both Candace and Donald and Grandma and a few others in this particular case, based upon the narrative that was told that doesn't work, the people that have stepped forward to share their statements both with the law enforcement and with the social media community. Things that were infiltrated into this case, such as YouTubers going to visit Don and Candace, that will be taken into consideration as part of the indictment, aiding and abetting. Looking at the other dynamics, such as the phone, which obviously that recently just came out, of a phone that Donald had, which he had given to his media manager, which was given to Candace briefly and then sent to the uppers, so to speak. The best way I can deliver that one, right?
Oh my God, that woman needs some help. But
Yeah.
go away, the uppers. That kills me every time I hear that shit. Like, come on, just say the cops. I mean,
yeah. Either it's the cops or it could be on the opposite side of the fence. Uppers also relates to people in the underworld, the drug lords.
oh,
That
ooh,
nature, you
the
know.
black market. Or you know what? She could be talking about aliens. Wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. You know, Pluto's
You
got
know,
a bunch of them. You know.
we don't know about this story. They keep saying a Dutch, the baby just vanished. But you know, we don't know. I don't believe vanished though. I'm not going with the script on that. But the uppers is we don't know who the uppers is neither. I kept saying, well, damn, I wonder who she's saying the uppers is. Well, go ahead, John. I'm sorry to cut you off, but when you said the uppers, I had to laugh.
Okay. I mean, hey, Candace said the uppers. She threw it in there, so let's work with it, right? You know, do the best we
that's
can. We're
what
only
we
following
call
the story.
And she was actually pointing up the uppers. That she was looking up the uppers.
Yes,
I'm
she
like,
did.
this girl,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the
She's
phone was
sick.
transported to the Starship Enterprise, maybe. I don't know.
Somebody said waiting for a star to fall. I don't know. This case is so bizarre. When she say the uppers, I don't know what she's talking about. So, you know. Oh man.
And then again, that's the one side of it so far pertaining to the missing persons case pertaining to Summer Wells. There's another side and another case.
Get in it.
Regarding Donald Wells and the SA allegations out of Utah. Okay, this is being worked on. A case was filed and suit brought against him for that. I'm sure everybody's familiar with that. So the DA in Hawkins County, the DA in Utah are collaborating on two separate cases that involve the same people. So when you can take a look at that dynamic now and find out who is closer to an indictment, they're going to collide. And so one of these case parts is going to indict. Either way, both are going to cross. And it's just a matter of time. They already have Donald in jail. So he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Candace is not going anywhere. She has very limited financial resources at best. And she's really not going anywhere. You know, Grandma, Candace's mother is not going anywhere. So
I have a question. When you say that Candace isn't going anywhere, now we were discussing this with the Tennessee abuse laws and things like that. They don't arrest you, like for example, she couldn't be in jail for the child neglect on the boys.
Yeah, that could be part of the indictment. As you saw in the West case, the indictments were stacked on 3 counts. One was second-degree murder, one was felony child abuse, and the other was a false report of an emergency. So that's how they can stack them. They got them hands down on negligence, child endangerment, child abuse. possibly reporting a false emergency.
Mm.
So when you when you indict someone, you want to stack it and get to the heaviest indictment. For the West case, it's second-degree murder because they were able to collect both direct and circumstantial evidence to prove that the boys were deceased 3 months before the 911 call.
Without bodies, right?
Right,
They
without
didn't get no
bodies.
bodies. Okay.
Correct.
I want the
Correct.
chat to know that because people saying because they don't got a body. No, that don't
Right.
mean nothing. I mean, it does, but it doesn't when it's
Right.
already a long line of neglect. But go
Right.
ahead, John. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right.
That
And
depends
you
on
brought
the
up a very
state.
good point. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robin.
That depends on the state, though. Tennessee's laws are crooked.
Well, go ahead, John. Because you
Right.
more with the law. I don't know about the law all
And
like that. I
well,
ain't gonna lie, like I knew all about because I make sure I don't get in no trouble.
yeah. So when you have two delicate cases that are floating like the symbol of justice, both left and right, and you have two separate cases, one is a missing person and one is for possible SA allegations that happened many years ago, In Utah, the statute of limitations are different than, let's say, the laws in New York or Florida or Texas or California, Washington, etc. And so Utah feels that they can go ahead and put together their casework and come up with some indictments on their side, as well as Hawkins County will look at all of the circumstantial and direct evidence in this case that they were able to find and go ahead and do the same thing. Like I said, both of these cases are going to collide because they deal with the same people. So either way, this is going to court and there will be some arrests made, in this particular case, and it will be tried. Whatever they can get on the missing person case will be laid on the table. Whatever they can get from the SA allegations out of Utah will be laid on the table. And hands down, somebody is going to pay and be accountable for these actions. And that's how I believe they're going to stack the overall indictments in this case, in the Summer Wells case. So we're next month, the grand jury will be convening in Tennessee in the month of April. I believe.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the grand jury is a collective group made of just like they do jury selection. You call for duty, and a case is laid before you by the district attorney's office, and the special investigators and the police department and all the reports and everything laid out all on one table for them to independently either say yay or nay to indictment. Okay. And so that process is, I believe, is going to unfold next month on the 11th. If they pick up the case on the 11th or anywhere in the month of April, due to COVID, the pandemic, situation and everything else like that, they could also push that date at a later time as well. But either way, they will be able to review what evidence, both circumstantial and direct evidence, that both of these cases will be looked at, and they are the ones to vote yay or nay. And if they vote yay, there will be arrest. If they vote nay, then the law enforcement continues their work until they have enough evidence to indict.
Okay. So, Robin, did you hear that? Because I think you were one of the main persons telling me Tennessee law, they might get off on the child abuse. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I hope not. So did you understand what John was saying when he said that?
Yes. But
Okay.
they have been getting away with neglect and abuse on them kids for, I mean, for so long since they took the boys out of the house. I mean, that's when it stopped, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They'll be able to receive statements and evidence directly from CPS.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, because they've been involved with this family for a while.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
You know, pre-summer going missing and post-summer going missing
Mhm.
on both sides. So hence they took the other three children from the home. I believe the oldest is 13 now.
Okay, so thank you, because we didn't know their ages. We were trying to guess their ages. So he's 13 now. So he's a preteen or he's a teen. And from my understanding, he's in a different home than the other boys.
Right.
Did you hear that?
That's what I got to.
Okay. And they were saying that he might have some SA charges or something, something that happened to him too, or he performed a SA. I'm not for sure on that, but I can see things like that happening with things that they seen in the home.
Mhm.
And I try to tell my chat over here that generational curses and hereditary curses is real, especially when the children are around certain things. It's not very easy for the children just to forget about it. They're trained this
Mhm.
way, they're
Right.
trained to live this way. And so when I say that we need justice for the boys, we do, and
Yes.
when I say justice for the boys, I say that because they're not going to have no peace until they know that they don't have to go back to those parents. There's so many people on the YouTube street saying that Candace could get herself together and get the boys back. Well, she's lost two sets of kids, and her actions on YouTube is showing us she don't want to get herself together.
Mm.
And like I said, Black Widow, if it's another female, if she ever have another child, she's not going to want the female. Let me explain this to you guys with the Black Widow. Black Widow don't like females around. She got rid of all the females. Okay? She prey on the men. Get rid of the men. That's what the Black Widow do. I just wanted y'all to understand that part, okay?
Yeah, the men who can give her something, supposedly,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly, anything they feel that they can get with his help, assistance, a
Sympathy.
shoulder to cry, a shoulder to cry on, anything, something to lean against because the burden of guilt is so great.
Oh, I bet you it's eating her alive up there by herself on the hill. I seen her last video she did like an hour ago, and it was just her in the rain. And I said, I know those spirits is eating her alive, like, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not the one to wish bad on nobody. But when you have a dark cloud and it's passed on from probably your mama or your daddy, and you continue to go on with your lifestyle that same way, and you're doing bad, you're not going to have any luck. You might get a couple people that sympathize with her, but there's way more people that's not sympathizing with her than people that is, you
Right.
know.
I
And
believe, I
go
believe
ahead.
Robin Chapman Bortz had a great question in there in regards to let's see, John, do you think either one, Don or Candace, will be offered a deal? And it's interesting. This is a very good question. Thank you for asking that. It's interesting you asked that question because, according to Candace, based on a statement that she had made either to Benny Keys or Ernie Shell, that they were not married. So
Right.
hence the name Candace Bly, Donald Wells. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, if they do indict the both of them for the charges and the counts that we're talking about here, um, yeah, they could offer either one of them a deal. The one that is going to, make the other pay for the situation at hand. Yeah, give them immunity, grant them immunity reducing charges for them, leniency or whatever have you, cooperation. And yeah, one could lean on the other.
I could see that happening too. I could see, this is my opinion. Just my opinion, you guys. I could see somebody going against somebody in this situation. Just how the cookie is crumbling, how she's all this divorce and things like that. Like I said, it's like a Bonnie and Clyde type of thing, relationship they had on top of that hill. They were in on it together. This is my opinion and I'm titled to it. I don't believe that Candace was just a victim sitting there letting this stuff go on. They both had involvement with neglecting those children. And when I say that, you could just see the history of her other children that was taken away. The one boy that was, in a nursing home, from my understanding, because he was beat down by her. So it's in her genes too. John, I've been getting people saying, oh, she's a victim, leave her alone. It's not that I'm bullying anybody. I just bring knowledge out here on a platform because a lot of people don't understand what we're watching. So I try to come out here and put it in an aspect like, okay, this is what's going on, you guys. Use your mind. Don't follow the drama. Don't follow all this stuff because it'll have you going crazy if you look at all these scenarios. Look how many channels is covering this stuff. You got to use your thinking thoughts. And don't get so emotionally attached. And when I say that, I know everybody's emotionally attached because it's a baby. It's right in our faces. But there's so many people emotionally attached to this case for 9 months. Some people crying out every night, praying, don't understand how this mother's reactions is and things like that. So all I could do is try to lift people up and let them know that justice is coming. And we want justice for Summer and the boys.
Yes. And that's straight talk. Straight talk. And I truly, I am so glad and blessed to have come across you on a different platform.
Me too.
And listening to you speak and everything. And as soon as I, heard you speak and talk on that platform, I didn't hesitate to look your name up and subscribe and get that bell, darkened up and whatnot, because I knew that, I was going to, come across, good information from your channel. And, and that's what you've been delivering, straight talk.
I appreciate it. And I'm looking at it because I've been through some things and I want the mental part out of it. You understand, John? Because so many people, it's just like, oh my God, she's alive. We need to focus on when these indictments is going out, when these people's getting arrested, and making sure it's justice for them kids. I don't want to be a part of any drama. We have our lives to live outside of blogging on YouTube. That's why it took me so long to put this case on my channel. But when I started seeing her different characters, I said, oh my God, this is a perfect target for me to study the mental part, the generational part, and I'm gonna follow it all the way through, John. And I'm glad I met you too, because I've been following this since it started and I couldn't really find a channel that has that train of thought like I do. They all in a different area and, and I'm not knocking other channels. I'm not bashing anybody, but I'm a thinker and I got a little book smart. I got a little street smart. I've got a little learning disability I was born with where my words come out wrong, but I'm able to speak and help people. And it feels so good to do that. It feels so great to be able to speak to others. And I don't mind coming and visiting your channel whenever you please.
Yeah, you're always welcome. You're always welcome.
I got scared a little bit though, John, after me. Wait, but you look like you know. I don't think I'll be calling no, niggas on your channel. So.
No, you don't ever have to worry about Any of that nonsense.
I was like, damn, the one panel I go on, I've been
Yeah,
on a couple. I've been on, a couple, but yeah, I
you
will
know,
visit.
yeah,
Um,
it just goes to show, I guess that night we had better suntans than most people in the room. I don't know. I don't know. But
well, I love our melon skin. Okay, I love everybody. We all bleed the same. It just was
yeah,
hurtful what I was called, but Miss Daisy couldn't control that part, so it's okay. It
yeah.
won't be the first time someone called me out my name, so it's okay.
But it turned out to be a great live afterwards.
Yes, it
We were
did.
able
And
to
I met
chat.
a couple of new people and
Mhm.
it was great. Mods, can you drop John's channel in the link? He's a pretty good guy. He's drama free. That's what we're about, drama free.
I have a question, John.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Did you follow Little Joe Clyde Daniels out of Dixon County?
Oh, say that again. Did I follow?
Yes. Joseph and Crystal Daniels, their 5-year-old autistic boy that his body's never been found.
Oh no, I hadn't heard about that case.
Mm.
I hadn't heard about that case. And I guess there was another question in the chat earlier too. Thank you for bringing that up, Robin. How do I select my casework? I wasn't going to do anything on the Summer Wells case. I wasn't going to do anything on the Cash Gerning case. At that time, I believe I was working the Micaiah Bryant case out of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, the young teenager, 15 years old, who got shot down by police. And folks have my email address. I put it in the description box under every live that I do, so they can give me their feedback, commentary, and also they have been bringing me cases. And when I have a majority of folks asking me to look into a particular case, and I see the numbers are starting to load up on a particular case, then I'll start to look into it, ask them to send me certain things that I need to take a look at, whether they be police reports, autopsy reports, anything pertaining to the case outside of video that's original, that comes from the originators of the material, and I deem that I can do something with it, make a contribution, then I'll go ahead and take on the case and go live. And so that's how I select the cases that I work on. So I wanted to make sure I got that person way up on the chat scroll.
You got it. I missed it.
I can't follow more than one case. I've been following Summer since it happened, and I'm actually trying to follow Michael Vaughn's case. It's really hard to go after, each and every child, because not each and every child tugs at your heart.
Well,
Summer,
me. Oh, go
Summer
ahead.
got me.
Oh, she dropped off.
She'll come. Well, me personally, I don't even know. Following another missing child case is a lot. Like I said, I really am trying to focus on the mental part of it, because this case is interesting, and this is really my first time following a missing child case. I know my channel, I was doing like Eugenia Cooney. I don't know if y'all know her. She's a big YouTuber out here, and she suffers like from I don't really want to say the word, but she's probably like 55 pounds, and she doesn't eat, and she's like on Twitch, and the men in her chat, it's really been interesting, because her support system haven't been there to help her when it comes down to her sickness.
Right.
And she gets paid to go on like Twitch and YouTube to show her little body to the men. You guys probably have to look at some of my videos. So I was really studying her and her mom and them dynamic. And then I started looking into Brian, because that was familiar with the domestic violence with the Landry case and Gabby. But it wasn't children until I started looking into Candace and Don. And I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. And one time I really had a dream that that baby was in fire, I brought it to my platform and I started doing it ever since then. And I've met some good people doing it, and I don't think I would do another missing child. I probably would still focus on like mental health issues. And people's been asking me, am I following the West case? I can't I mean, it's a lot mentally following these
Yes,
cases.
it
I
is.
salute you, John, because you named different cases, and all those cases you named is pretty hard. So separating your emotions from following these cases, my mind ain't ready for that right now.
Yeah,
Um,
it is very deep work to do. You
mhm,
have to select, your time. I've got, my young daughters, my grandchildren in my life, and I'm in my light 50s,
Oh, you look good
and
for your
so,
age. Shit.
well, thank you. And,
We're not flirting with you, so I
I've got,
claim.
I've got, a certain timetable that I can work with. I'm working, taking care of, myself, working, taking care
Mhm,
of the family, the grandkids. I balance that out with my joy of work, which is the work that I do on my channel. Love music. I love to shoot pool,
mhm,
and enjoy, what we would naturally enjoy in our free time. YouTube is not
mhm,
the the answer to everybody's life, especially when you can use this tool to truly helps other people, whether it be in the mental health field, whether it be in a missing child's case or something like that. In some way, shape, or form, we can reach out and touch someone and make a positive contribution.
mhm.
And that is my main reason for having a channel on YouTube. uh,
Mine's too.
because I have three grandchildren, all in the age of 12, you know, and it's a joy to have them in my life, and it's a joy to be able to be a grandfather, and educate them, from my perspective.
Congratulations. I'm gonna
You
have my first grandbaby.
know.
So congratulations to
Yeah.
you. I'm so excited about my grandbaby.
Yeah, so they're great to be around. They'll keep you busy. They'll keep you active. You got to take them outside, though. They love the outdoors, and it's less noise for you to tolerate if you're outside.
I
Um,
got a couple of years. It ain't even here yet.
yeah, and
But
at the same time, too, also wanted to thank you for doing a special live that you did. I believe it was either today or yesterday. You went near the water.
oh yes.
And to hear you speak and cover the case, and the sounds of the water crashing up against the rocks was very soothing.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
that was good medicine, I like to say.
And it was on Sunday, and it was already heavy. And I walk to the river every day. It's only 5 minutes away from my home.
Right.
And if you look at one of my other videos, I was in Boulder Fall a couple months ago, and I was under the falls, and I did a video of it, and it really helps people. And I appreciate your feedback because, like you said, I built it. It ain't about the money. You don't get much money off YouTube. I try to tell people that it's about reaching out to people like you, like to chat, other people that's silence, to see I'm helping people by just talking or letting them, for example, Robin. I'm working with Robin and Ernie, I can't do much, but I'm stay on her,
Right.
but when it comes down to helping people, You don't have to do much. Like you said, the water was smoothing, and I'm so grateful you enjoyed that. And it will not be my last video there.
Oh, good, good.
No, I do it a lot. I'm
Well,
finna
great.
actually go. I'm catching a train, and next week I'm like, damn, the days is coming up shortly, and I was gonna do a little, video on Amtrak because a lot of my subscribers haven't been to on the train, so I like to add different things in for people to get their minds clear a little bit.
Yes,
So
yes.
I thank you for the feedback on that.
Yeah,
I
no, great
appreciate that.
video. You weren't too long. It was a beautiful hour that you spent,
Hmm.
and you seem to have been in a beautiful state of mind to share that experience with your followers, with your audience. And I was like,
Hmm.
wow. I said, okay. I said, when New York starts to shape up and the temperatures start to change, I'm going outside. You know, and
That's
go
what
see
you're gonna
scenery and things of
do.
that nature. Yeah, we're still 20, 25, 27 degrees here. I said,
Where are
I'm
you
not going
located?
outside, not today.
Where are you
Well,
located?
I live
What's
in
that?
Florida, so I don't have to worry about this weather.
Where are you located, John?
I'm originally from Brooklyn, East New York.
Hmm.
Born,
But where are
born,
you
ra-
at now?
born, raised, and educated, and now I live upstate New York.
Okay, so yeah, it's still cold there.
Oh yes, oh yes. We get
Oh yeah.
we get a nice little wind gust the from Canada. That so when Canada warms up, we know we're going to warm up. But if the South, their highs will push the lows up from us and push them more towards Canada, then we'll get warmed up real good.
Yeah, Tracy said they got snow down there wherever she at. I hope it's not Denver because I'm on my way to Denver. I hate coming from good weather to bad weather, but I travel so much. So, yeah, John, well, you know what, John? This is what I'm going to tell you. Get outside. It's time. We've been in the house for the winter on YouTube and
Yeah,
dealing with
definitely.
our lives, and you actually will enjoy it, and your followers will actually enjoy it. I got a lot of good feedback from that. I
Yeah,
did.
definitely. Definitely. I had came up with a couple of ideas. So I just can't wait till the warmer weather comes in, and so I can begin doing, special lives, special things,
Mhm.
to balance out, my day and everything else like that. So
8 foot of snow. Woof.
Well, I am glad you're here. We're going over 2 hours. Is there anything you guys want to say before I do my closure? John, I am so grateful you finally made it to the panel. And whenever you want to come back, I'll be at your channel. Um,
oh,
man.
definitely. I definitely will be back. I enjoy your content. I do one day at a time. I spend an hour doing my lunch break, going over uh, just certain channels that I do follow. They
Hmm.
have short clips or things of that nature, whether they be on the case or just something different. I was able to begin looking at your channel, its content, something to get to know you a little bit. Uh,
Hmm.
and once again, I do commend you for having a superb channel, a place to come to, a place to relate, a place to connect, and a place to feel far differently than some of these other channels out there where you just get beat up and you're treated like you're not even there. You know,
Thank you.
I
Thank
Well,
appreciate
you.
that.
John Q, just be on the lookout for Candace Bly. She might hit you up next.
Oh, no, she can't have our John. John,
No,
if she comes on your panel, you have to invite. Now she don't want to see me, but
no,
she
no.
might be on to John
I
next.
wouldn't. I would not interview Candace. I will not interview anyone pertaining to the case because
Yeah,
it's an
me
open
neither.
investigation. The law enforcement monitors all over social media, and any interaction with them could possibly involve them in a potential court case, and I am not going to touch that. I'm going to continue to do the work that I've been doing on an investigative level. I don't have a law enforcement background, not in the medical field, yet I do have a marketing, financial, and loss mitigation background, working with banks, attorneys in courts, who do settlement conferences for folks that are trying to prevent home foreclosure. So encapsulating those three pieces of education helps me to do the work that I do on my channel.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, because when you're doing financials, you're doing an investigative process. Where is the debt? Where's the income? How do you balance certain things? What needs to go? What needs to stay? What are the essentials? What are the unessentials? Do we have a good crisis budget to operate on over the next 3 to 6 months? Okay, great. That'll prevent foreclosure. That's the plan you present to the bank. The bank will accept it, modify the loan, reduce the interest rate. You should be in good shape within the next 12 months. And that's the planning process of the loss mitigation that I do.
That's nice. Well, I'm glad. See how you have to link up with and network with other people. God will put the right people in your path. Real talk.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm a strong believer in that. Strong believer in that.
I appreciate your channel. And when you went near the water, I said, now this is the channel people should check out.
Well, share with people.
It's great.
Great. Share, John. I don't go to the drama. That's why I'm not as big. Everybody said where I've been. I'm not in the true crime community, and I don't do drama. So a lot of people didn't know I've been over here. I filter who comes in because I want it to be a peaceful environment. I don't want people to get bullied. I've been through that on YouTube, and I just feed with what comes out of my heart. And what helps me is I pray right before I go live, and I tell God to guide my words and what to say. And I've been doing it every time I push the live button. So it's not fake, it's real, So thank you guys. Y'all got me almost teared up over here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you, chat, because one of the most important things that I stress on my channel is not so much the what I'm doing, because a lot of the information that really holds my channel together comes from the subscribers, the supporters, the audience. So I make it top priority to listen to what my audience is trying to convey in their communications in the chat, the comments that they leave after every live, the posts, the emails. I want to be able to let them have access to me in a way to where they feel they're talking directly to me about a particular thing, or they want to direct me in a particular direction, or ask me a question, or anything. They can interact with me, and a lot of them truly appreciate that. And I find that to be true on your channel, because that's what your audience does for you. They really connect with you.
Yeah, you know what? I connect with them. I do. First and foremost, I like to know, especially when it comes to the mods in your channel. Thank you, Anonymous. I love your channel. Especially when it comes to the mods. I like to connect with them. I like to, do little special things on birthdays and stuff like that. I've been having this channel for a while. And I have my older mods that's been here, and then I added a few newer ones. And it took me a while to filter it out, but I think I got a good batch over here, and it feels like home. I mean, like family when we want to discuss things. And
that's great.
And I interact with every comment, even if it's bad. After the live, I interact with every comment, and I do that because I want the people to know that I see what they're saying. I know how they feel. I'm listening. I'll bring it out on the live, So I do interact too. It's good to interact, actually. It
Yeah.
truly is.
Yeah. Better than having, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 people, and you can't read the chat. You can't even touch the chat. And people are just there listening and commenting and listening and commenting and listening and commenting. And, most people want to feel that they've been listened to, that they've been heard. And that's the connection that I strive to do on my channel. And so far, based upon the number of supporters I have on my channel, they think I'm doing okay. So I keep going.
That's what you do. You put that positivity in there, John.
Yes.
Even when it feels like it's getting rough on your channel, because best believe it ain't always easy. You just keep going. You just keep positive.
Exactly. For those that are looking for John Q, this is going to be very simple because when I
they want your link, John.
Yeah, when I said, well, how are people going to find me on YouTube? That's the channels are just so vast.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me address the chat. Alex, they probably timed you out because you said another channel's name. I prefer not to use, and it was no disrespect to you at all, Alex. I prefer not to use other channel's name in my chat. It keeps them away. It keeps the spirits away, all the negativity. So no one was being petty. It's by my rules not to bring in any other channel's names. Oh, okay. Not on my channel. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were talking about on my channel. John Q, they'll drop his link in there for go sub up to John. You guys, let's help each other out.
I appreciate that. And the easiest way to find my channel is just look at my name, just the way it's spelled. And when I first decided to have my name spelt the way it is, I just put John Q, and the movie by Denzel Washington automatically came up. I said, oh, okay, well, he's taking that name. I can't use that name, So since I shoot pool, the pool stick is called the Q. You see, so I just put Q after it, and it held. And guess where I end up? I end up on top of Denzel Washington's movie, John Q. So I'm the first thing you'll see if you type it in just the way you see my name.
Nice. Interesting, because when you do say John Q, you do think of that movie, which was a good movie. Oh man, that was one of my favorite movies when it first came out, because it just reminded me of, almost this situation but they fought for that baby. Oh man. Well, this has been a long live. I hate long lives, but it's been a great live. It's been a great live. We got a lot out. I hope you guys get a chance to watch it. And thank you for going over there and supporting John and subscribing to him. They said it was worth it.
Yeah, I will be going. In fact, I'll be doing a special live tomorrow on Summer Wells. I'll be made some notes to come back to do a follow-up, and I'll be covering an area in which Donald did take us over to an area called Chimney Top Loop, and some questions that I have as to the reasons why he went there. What I was able to find was extraordinary. I'll be doing a live tomorrow. Most likely, I want to try to do it in the afternoon where it's early. And this way I can, rest for the rest of the night. So if folks are going to be around between, between 3 and 4 in that Eastern time pocket, I'll be live tomorrow. Okay,
cool. All righty. Well, thank you for coming. Robin, is there any, because I want to do my closure and get out of here, and I want to go and soak in the bath. So Robin I do. I do.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you rock. And I can't wait to come visit you over there.
Yes.
I got a new friend on YouTube.
You got it. You
Well,
got it.
I
That's for
appreciate
sure.
you coming up, John Q. I've followed many missing children, and statistically, I know the age, and it just saddens me that Summer has not been found whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's nothing. The parents, they're not saying it. They know exactly where they put Summer.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I hope that if the indictments come down, like I believe that they will, it will put pressure, unheard of pressure, on both Don and Candace to deliver some answers far better than the ones that they've been giving us.
Mhm.
What they did and where she is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to drop down so Miss Sheena can close up. Much love to you, Miss Sheena. Much love to
Put
the chat. Miss Robin,
yes.
take care. And
Comment in the chat for someone to click on your name if they want to. And anytime come back.
I certainly will.
Okay.
You have a good
You
evening.
answered some great questions tonight, and I thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I hope I
Okay.
helped.
Robin, is there anything you want to say? I'm finna do my closure, sweetheart.
No, I'm done.
All righty. Well, we working on you. You know that, right?
Yes.
We working on you. You gotta leave that man alone, sweetheart. None of them people over there like you. But I'm working on you. I ain't giving up on you just yet. So go ahead and you have a wonderful night, Robin.
You too.
I'm gonna go on and do my closure for my people. You guys, without you guys, there's no me. And I mean that to the fullest. You guys rock. I'm very grateful for the group of people that I do have and the people that's coming in. I'm very grateful for everyone that comes in and supports the channel. And man, it's amazing the different things that I'm learning from this case when it comes down to what's been said and what's happening, especially when it comes to Summer and her brothers. And it's good to have John on here to give us a different outlook on how the law is really acting and how they are working behind the scenes, and we just don't know. But anyway, we will never give up on justice for Summer and her brothers. We will continue following this case. We will continue enjoying our chats. I want to tell everybody to make sure to love yourself. Everyone, give yourself a heart. Give the person above you a heart. Give the person below you a heart. Give Summer a heart. Justice for Summer. Justice for her brother. Put it in the chat. I want you guys to love on yourself unconditionally, no matter what nobody say. Love you. And if I don't come live tomorrow, give me 1 to 2 days. Okay? Everybody have a wonderful evening. I want to see some justice for Summer. I want to see some hearts up before I say bye. I want to put your hearts up. Good night, everyone, and stay blessed. Thank you, John. Let's put our hearts up. There we go. Justice for Summer and her brothers. Justice for Summer and her brothers. Yes, that's right. Justice for Summer and her brothers. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep bringing awareness out here. We're going to keep bringing awareness. Everyone, have a blessed day. I love you guys. Peace.